Good day, everyone. We are the reporters for today, and we were going to discuss the analysis of the song Hey Jude by the Beatles with the use of three literary lenses, which is the in text dependent, we will be using structuralism, in author defendant, we will use the historical biographical, and lastly, in readers dependent, we will be using the existentialism. So before we proceed to the literary lenses, um, I will share to you a little background of the song Hey Jude. So, Hey Jude is a song by the English rock band The Beatles that was released as a non-album single in August 1968, and it was written by Paul McCartney. So, Hey Jude was a number one hit in many countries during that time around the world, and it became the year's top selling single in particular in UK, US, Australia, and Canada. So also this song has sold approximately 8 million copies and is frequently included on music critics list of the greatest songs of all time. Now, so also the writing and recording of Hey Jude is dedicated to John Lennon's son, which is Julian. So this song wrote by Paul McCartney to comfort Lennon's son, which is Julian, after Lennon had left his wife for the Japanese artist Yoko Ono. So this song is this the lyrics of the song embrace a positive outlook on a sad situation while also encouraging Jude, particularly Julian, to pursue his opportunities to find love after what happened to his life. Now, so now I will going to discuss the structuralism, the literary lenses that we will be using to this song. So before we proceed to the structuralism, I'm going to read to you the lyrics of the song. Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her into your heart, then you can start to make it better. Second stanza. Hey Jude, don't be afraid. You were made to go out and get her. The minute you let her under your skin, then you begin to make it better. Third stanza. And anytime you feel the pain, hey Jude, refrain. Don't carry the world upon your shoulders, for well you know that it's a fool who plays it cool by making his world a little colder. Last, hey Jude, don't let me down. You have found her, now go and get her. Remember to let her into your heart, then you can start to make it better. So that was the lyrics of the song Hey Jude. Now let's proceed to the analysis of the song. So under the structuralism, we have here the semiology and binary opposition. So in semiology, we have here the signifier and signified. So I put here five signifier, and it signifies and what it signifies. So number one is sad song. Sad song signifies hurting. Second one is unwanted situation signifies afraid. And third one, hold back signifies refrain. The fourth one is don't carry the world means or it signifies loosen up. And play it cool signifies release. So I have conclude here. No matter how hard life in you, there's still one person, or there is always a person who will lift you up and encourage you with nice and comforting words. So, in semiology part. Now, in binary opposition, I have here bad, and his binary opposition is good, better, worst, afraid, brave, pain, pleasure, found, lost. So here, I put the I put here, life is not about giving up, and life is all about swaying in the midst of circumstances. And always remember that if you work hard, you will champion. So that's it for the structuralism. And the thing of this is, hold on, trying to find comfort in the midst of uncertainty. Encouraging words and support are important because it allows a person to be brave, to be more, to be bold, trusting, and compassionate no matter what life may bring. That's all. Thank you.
So the literary lenses that we use in the song Hey Jude is the author dependent. Under the author dependent is historical and biographical. So under the historical, Hey Jude is the song the English rock band The Beatles that was released as an album single in August 1968. The single was the Beatles' first release on their Apple record label and one of the first singles Apple roster of artists, marking the label's public launch. Hey Jude was a number one hit in many countries around the world, became the year's top selling in the UK, US, Australia, and Canada. Its 9-week run the number one, the Billboard Hot 100 tied the all-time record in 1968 for the longest run at the top of the US charts, a record it held for 9 years. It has sold approximately 8 million copies and is frequently included on music critics' list of the greatest song of all time. So, under the biographical, the origin of the Beatles is in Liverpool, England. The genres are rock and folk, and in 1960 to 1970, these are being active. So this is 10 years. Farlophone, Apple, and Capitol are the labels. The Quarrymen, Tony Sheridan, Billy Preston, and Plastic Ono Band are the associated acts. Also, the John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr is the first members of the Beatles. Biographical also, the Beatles were an English rock band formed in Liverpool in 1960. The group whose best-known lineup comprised John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr are regarded as the most influential band of all time. Led by primary songwriters John Lennon and Paul McCartney, the Beatles evolved from Lennon's previous group, the Quarrymen, and built their reputation playing clubs in Liverpool and Hamburg over 3 years from 1960, initially with Stuart Sutcliffe playing bass. The core trio of Lennon, McCartney, and Harrison, together since 1958, went through a succession of drummers, most notably Pete Best, before asking Starr to join them in 1962. And Hey Jude was written by Paul McCartney and credited to a Lennon-McCartney partnership. The writing and recording of Hey Jude coincided with a period of upheaval in the Beatles. The ballad evolved from Hey Jules, a song McCartney wrote to comfort John Lennon's son, Julian, after Lennon had left his wife for a Japanese artist, Yoko Ono. The lyrics expose a positive outlook on a sad situation while also encouraging Jude to pursue his opportunity to find love. After the fourth verse, The song shifts to a coda featuring a na-na-na-na refrain that lasts for over 4 minutes. And then, for the theme, the author defendant, to make a masterpiece, people need somebody to inspire and contribute an idea for the masterpiece they are making.
The last literary lens that we used is called Existentialism. So, just a reminder that Existentialism is a reader-dependent type of literary lens. So, it means that it is focused on the reader or audience reaction to a particular text, perhaps more than the text itself. So, it means that whatever is included in this presentation is solely based on how I understood or how I interpret the text or the song rather. While walking in an empty hallway, have you ever wondered about your own existence? Because that is what existentialism seeks to contemplate. Well, you might be wondering about the concepts and questions of existentialism, such as, what is the meaning of life? Who am I? How should I live my life? And what is my purpose? So, here are a few that sums up what existentialism is. Existence precedes essence. The essence of an object is its function. You are in charge of your own life. Accept the absurdity. It means to search for answers in the answerless world. People have an abundance of freedom. Humans are deemed to live authentically. Last is the leap of faith, which means to accept something that is outside the boundaries of reason. Now, we will be applying this to the song Hey Jude of the Beatles. If you haven't listened to Hey Jude of the Beatles, kindly look at the description below later to take you there. Applying existentialism to the song Hey Jude by the Beatles. Finding the meaning of life by relieving pain through love. In existentialism, Jude and the one who wrote the song Hey Jude is also in the search for the meaning of life. Those authorities are also humans who don't have answers and had to figure out for themselves how to live. The song asks Jude to keep his heart open and seek love in order to make his life better. Since humans have an abundance of freedom, Jude is entitled to make his own choice and accept the risk and responsibility of it wherever it leads. It is solely up to him if he will follow what is being advised to him in the song. By making his own choice whether to just keep everything the same in bad feeling or make his life better by opening his heart for the opportunity of love, then he will be able to live authentically. Based on the song, the real-life circumstance that could affect his authenticity of living or the thing that could lead him to bad fate is the expectation of the society. These expectations are: men were made to chase women.
You were made to
Men were looked up to as strong individuals, so there's no time for them to sulk.
Don't carry the world upon your shoulder. For well you know that it's a fool who plays it cool by making his world a little colder.
If by any chance Jude decided to follow or not to follow what is advised to him, he had to accept the risk and responsibility of it wherever it leads. If ever something became a hindrance in his choice, and it is something that is outside the boundaries of reason, then he has to take a leap of faith and accept it. So, the theme of the song is all human beings were entitled to feel vulnerable at times, but it could take time for them to heal and love again in their own pace and their own will. So that's all for our group report. Thank you so much for tuning in to our report.